We also hope that as the day go by today, you will be able to socialize, you will be able to find some of your classmates and talk to them, and also we hope that you will get familiar with our faculty building and the campus as well in the afternoon. And we also hope that by the end of today you will be more relaxed and you will be relaxed to be here and relaxed to start your university journey at the University of Szeged. To open officially today this program, I would like to ask Dr. Benedek Nagy, Deputy Dean for General Matters at our faculty, to please open the program.
So good morning, everyone. Everyone doing okay? Yes. Anybody excited? Yes. Great, me too. I'm much better at doing free speeches in my own subject as these types of speeches, but nonetheless, here we are. So, again, welcome you all at the Faculty of Economics and Business Administration of the University of Szeged. This faculty is going to turn 25 years old next year, and we are providing the English-speaking or our English-speaking programs for 10 years now. We are very happy that you chose us to continue your studies here. And as I'm looking around now, I see the future economists, business persons that are professional and able to navigate the business world, being now young students with shining eyes, eager to learn and develop. And so, let the faculty be a safe place here for this kind of development, where you're all together with your classmates and your teachers and professors are able to develop yourselves in the semesters that are coming ahead. We hope that when you will step out of this faculty after finishing your studies and entering the labor market, wherever on the globe that might be, you are going to proudly say that you have studied here at the University of Szeged, Faculty of Business Administration. But of course, first of all, we have to earn this appreciation from you. And we can promise to be here for you along the way. And we are going to help you to become who you want to become, well, provided, of course, that it has something to do with economics and business or tourism. And we are going to make your training useful, fun, and enjoyable too, of course. But certainly we do need you to be a partner in these efforts. So, nothing left for me to say but on to an interesting, useful, and fun journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your opening words. Talking about greetings, I have to admit that I'm not the one who is supposed to be standing here today, because we have a Director of International Affairs. Her name is Dr. Ildikó Pusztai Varga. She is the one who is responsible for international programs and internationalization of the faculty since the beginning, more than 10 years now. And this is her role to greet you, but because of a sickness, she cannot be here today, so I'm substituting her. But you will meet her, as one of her qualifications is a language teacher, both in Hungarian and English. And she will be teaching the tuition fee payer first-year students Hungarian class. So that is where you will meet her. And in the upper years, she's responsible for the academic writing course. And also she is actively participating in social programs of the faculty. So I'm sure that from next week you can meet her. You can find the international office on the second floor, room 214. You will find Ildiko there and also me. And maybe that is a place to encourage you that you are very welcome to come and say hello every time, or if you need help, we are also there to help you. As for me, I think all of you know me, maybe not by face, but you will know me from emails. My name is Melinda Kovács. My title is International Relations Coordinator, and my main responsibility is international admission. I'm in contact with new applicants, and I'm responsible for organizing the entrance exams. And as I usually say, my job ends today with the freshman students, because we have a study office and we have a study coordinator, Gabriela Macko. Maybe you will hear from her later today. She's the International Relations Study Coordinator, responsible for all English language programs. The academic matters are belonging to her. So if you have problems with courses, codes, course codes, requests in modulo, payment in Neptune, she's the one who will be able to help you. And my job will be the new round of applications from September, but you can also meet me at social programs, and you can meet me in Facebook as well, and we will be in touch, just not in terms of academic matters or study matters. Okay, today I can see many students here. As you know, we have students at the bachelor, master, and even PhD level. We have Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship students. We have fee-paying students. We have the Indonesian ISMA exchange program students here. We also have Erasmus students. And we have Hungarian students who will be joining the English language study programs with you. So it is an amazing mix of students and nationalities and cultures, and we wish you to be able to make use of that and enjoy your studies in this colorful setting. And nevertheless, or not the least, we have the mentor team, and I hope that you also know your mentors, because they are very enthusiastic, volunteering students who signed up for the task to help you in the summer and in these weeks when you are arriving and enrolling and having the first issues at the university. So I would like to ask those mentor students who are here with us today to please join me here on this stage and say hello to the freshman students. Just those of you who feel comfortable, you can see that they have this mentor t-shirt. Maybe we can have a round of applause for them, because not only today, but in the previous weeks and in the coming weeks, they are helping us, International Office, a lot in organizing programs and in keeping touch with first-year students. So thank you so much, mentor team, and you will be able to talk to them and meet them today as the day go by. Now, before we start our first presentation, I would like to briefly summarize what will be the program for today. We will continue with information sessions on study programs. The program coordinators or substitutes are here with us today, and we are grateful for them to be involved in this orientation program. They will talk about the most important aspects of each study program we offer. At our faculty, we have counseling. We have a mental health professional. She will be also joining us today. We also offer intercultural training. It will be done by a company who are specialized in this field. We introduced it last year for the first time, and it was a huge success with field trips and with leisure conversations, so we encourage you to participate. We also have some students here who will introduce one of the most important non-academic events of the faculty, which is the GTK Interact Festival. So you will be able to hear about that today as well. Then Gabriella will come and show you how Neptune and CoSpace works in practice. I know this is one of the most urgent matters for you in these days. And after that, we also have representatives of the University Tempus Stipendium Hungaricum office. They will come, all the coordinators introduce themselves, because you will have administrative duties with them. So we invited them, you can meet today, you know where to go, scholarship students, I mean. And after that, the presentations will be over and enrollment will start. The personal enrollment will be done by Gabriella, but there is a change of plan. There's more room here in the aula, so you can do the enrollment here with Gabriella. And I encourage you to come back at 2 o'clock if you would be finishing earlier, because we will have a campus tour with our mentor students. We will show you some of the most important buildings where you will have classes and also the library. It will be done by our mentor students. And I know that this is the part when there is a clash with the central office orientation program, because they also offer a social program for today afternoon. But because of other duties, we could not have this orientation session on another day. But you are encouraged to choose any of them. If you choose us, please come back, or if you would like to join us later on, we will be in one of the pubs next to the TIC library, where we will be just chatting informally. So you are welcome to join anytime today afternoon. And two really important events tonight would be the Freshmen Oath, also offered by the central administration of the university. It is a more ceremonial event, but it is not long, like 15-20 minutes, where you can swear an oath to be a diligent university citizen. And after the oath, the freshman party will start, which is for you. It is organized for you, and it's very fun because it's outside in front of the rector's office and the fountain. So it is a special place. It's not every day that you can have a party in front of the rector's office. And it will continue from 9, if I remember correctly, in Yate Club, which will be reopening. It is a university club. So lots happening today. By the way, any of you have participated in the Orientation Week program offered by the university? Have you been there? I can know that you can, oh, some of you. I know that there is a video and some useful information. You can watch it. I posted it in the Facebook group. Okay, so that is the program for today. And now, if you are ready, we shall continue with the information session. The first one would be our BAM program, Business Administration and Management Bachelor Program. If Ildiko would be here, she really likes colors and creative activities. She would have her colorful papers to show you this abbreviation. I'm not showing this because it's hers. I do not want to steal it. But please remember this abbreviation, BAM. You would find it in CoSpace or maybe on other platforms as well. It is for Business Administration and Management Bachelor, so we call it BAM. This was our very first English language program offered 11 or 10 years ago. So I would like to ask how many of you are here to study in this program? Okay, great. Let me introduce you Dr. Zsófia Fürtösi, who is the program director for this very program, and she will be the first to make the presentation about the most important aspects of this program.
Thank you very much. Let me organize. So my name is Rukia Kürtösi, and I'm the co-program director of the Business Administration and Management Bachelor Program. As you heard, BAM, so we pronounce it in the Hungarian way. Okay, so EAN, BAM program. Before introducing the structure of the program, I would like to say or share some general information about it. So we launched this program in 2013, 10 years ago. At that time, it was only available for international students. And now the student community is more diverse. In addition to Hungarian students, we host more than 30 other nationalities. And as you can see, this program is accredited by EFMD. EFMD is a non-profit international accreditation body for business programs and business schools. And this award, this kind of award, means that our program meets the international standard. So, of course, the Hungarian government and Hungarian authorities accredited this program, but it's another kind of quality stamp, okay, or program. Okay, at the end of the program, you become an economist. So that's the official kind of name of your qualification, and you will be entitled to fill in any kind of position that needs this type of qualification. I listed here some of the typical jobs for international graduates, okay? So, because we have a graduate tracking system collecting information on the transition from the education to the labor market. We ask our former students after 6 months of their graduation about their first job, earnings, location, and so on. And this is some of the jobs they were employed in. As you can see, these are mainly connected to the finance area, accounting, data analyzing area. I guess it is because most of our international students don't go back to their home country but stay somewhere here, usually in Budapest at multinational companies, and even if the company language is English, our students speak the language of numbers. Not much better, but quite well, and that's why even if you are interested in tourism or marketing or in many other fields, probably your first job will be related to one of that areas. Okay, let's see the structure of the program. The program is built from modules A, B, C, and D. A is the kind of introductory part, or basic module, we call it. There will be a lot of mathematical courses there, so linear algebra, probability, calculus, statistics, for 2 semesters, informatics, and some basic business courses, management, marketing, and so on. The B module is dedicated either to social sciences or to personal development, so the skills module, as you can see. We don't want our graduates to be a tunnel vision people, so that's why we would like to widen their knowledge in certain fields, like EU-related topics, environmental problems, law, and so on. While in the competency module, you can find subjects that are related to communication skills, presentation, public speaking, negotiation skills, and so on and so on. The core module is the C module, Advanced Business Courses, and C1 is for advanced management courses, human resource management, project management, operations management, and so on. And C2 is dedicated to advanced marketing, to some extent digital literacy, and some tourism courses. Sorry. The D module is the final one, a kind of closing module with the internship and the thesis writing. We support our students during their thesis writing with the academic writing course and some introductory courses to social scientific research. And you have to complete an internship, 1 semester internship at the end of the program in a real job, in a real company. And you will be evaluated by company people, okay? So you will be graded by your mentor at the company. Okay, you will close your studies with the final exam. You have to defend your thesis in front of a board, and there will be an oral exam, closing oral exam at the end. Some more information on the structure. As you can see, every module has a compulsory part. You cannot skip that, okay? You have to complete all the courses there. But we offer semi-optional and optional courses as well. In both parts, we offer courses, and you have to collect certain number of credits from each of them, okay? Semi-optional, so the difference between the two is the semi-optional is more related to business, while optional can be basically almost anything. You will find courses from other faculties there, offered by other faculties, or the university has a contract with the Coursera platform, so you will be able to complete Coursera courses as well. Which is important is to collect the required credits in each sub-module, okay? It's not a problem if you collect more, but it's a problem if you collect less. Okay, because you cannot reorganize or redistribute your credits between the modules, okay? So you have to collect certain number of credits from each sub-module. Okay, some advice at the end. First is, you are responsible for your studies. It's not your parents, it's not the university, you just offer the opportunities. So you have to manage yourself, be informed. There are but at least 2 important information channels. One is the CoSpace, the other is the Neptune system, so you have to follow those. Check the prerequisites of the courses, okay? There's a study path that contains all the important information about the structure of the study, and obviously without completing introductory courses you cannot go on. So you won't be allowed to register for advanced courses, okay? So always check the prerequisites, because if you miss that, it can hinder your studies significantly. The last advice, if there is a seminar part and a lecture part in a subject, concentrate first on the seminar part, because if you won't complete the seminar, you won't be allowed to register for the lecture exam in the exam period. And as seminars are published either in the spring semester or in the autumn semester, it means that if you miss one seminar, you cannot complete that seminar, you can register for it only in next autumn, for example, which means that they're just encouraging your studies, okay? So concentrate on that. Okay, and the team actually, okay, so COVID is again here. The next wave, yes, Gabriela Matko is a very important key person in your studies, helping with you all the administrative problems, and I'm there to help with you with anything else, okay, basically, okay? So have a nice day, and enjoy your studies at the University of Szeged. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for this presentation. Moving on, our other bachelor program is Tourism and Catering. This is, I think, the 4th year. It is a newer program. It was launched only a few years ago. It has 2 program directors, Dr. Bertalan Pusztai and Dr. Szabolcs Prónai. They excused us, they cannot be here today, but we have the program coordinator, Professor Dr. György Vida, who is very eager to share some information with you. So I would like to ask you to please come and talk about our tourism program.
Okay. First of all, I would like to ask that who is the participant of the tourism and catering program? Please put your hands up in the air. Okay, thank you very much. I would like to introduce some special information about the tourism and catering program. First question, who will you be? First of all, economist with a wide range of analysis, skills, and knowledge. And next to this, this is a diverse program based on a different interdisciplinarity and a different kind of courses. For instance, geography, for instance, communication skills, etc. And after the study, you have a lot of opportunity to have great workplaces or, for instance, create an own business based on tourism and catering industry information. I would like to talk about some general information about the structure of the program. The structure of the program is, on one hand, same like other programs, based on, for instance, E or B. This is a typical mathematical and business informational courses. And C1 is a general tourism program. And next to this, I will talk about the specialization of our program. And final thesis. So let's talk about the differences between tourism and catering program and other programs. First of all, the internship program is based on 2 semesters. Not 1, 2 semesters. Real job, real company, and I would like to mention some more information. In our program, we have a great connections between, for instance, American and Greek companies, with connection with our study and student organizations. We have 2 student organizations, Tourism of Szeged Club and TV Club. TV Club is a regional club, and our club have a great connection with this kind of internship partners. Next to this, you have an opportunity to write a thesis with experts or academic persons on research, create an own results. And if you create a great own results, you have opportunity to go, for instance, a scientific competition of Hungary or international conferences, etc. I would like to talk about some tourism-related courses. The program is as diverse as the courses. So we see, for instance, geographical information, territorial distribution of accommodations, catering places, next to this tour operator situation. After that, the economy of the tourism, also very important part. So this is a very interesting specialty of our course. 2 specializations included in our program. First, hotel and health tourism. This is based on our special competitive advantage of Szeged under local region, based on the thermal spas. If you look around the southern part of the Great Plain, you will find a lot of spas, and you have a lot of opportunity to work there after the study. Another specialization focusing on tourism operation and management. This is also our special competitive advantage because the experts and academics, lecturers. I mentioned before the diversity of our courses or our program. The lecturers also have a lot of interesting information based on academic analysis, and next to the academic teachers, we have a lot of connections with the local and regional experts. For instance, in hotel industry, for instance, in tour operator, enterprises, etc. So the mix of the lecturers based on different faculty academic persons, grounding your economic skills, and after that you have a great opportunity to learn a lot of information about experts in the industry. And if you go through with your courses, you have an opportunity to create jobs or create job opportunities directly to the teachers. So, for instance, tour agency managers, catering experts, so the opportunity is wide. And finally, I would like to talk about the program team. First of all, a lot of people mentioned our leader, director of international affairs, Ildiko, and after that, study coordinator, Gabriela. But in tourism and catering program, the leader and the director of the program is Bertalan Pusztai, and I'm an academic coordinator of the program. So in the future, if you have any kind of question or and so on, please keep in touch and create great connections next to study a lot of interesting things in our program. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for this presentation. I realized that I forgot at the beginning to tell the abbreviation for the tourism program. In Hungarian, we say it as TAC, and it is written as TAC. So this is the tourism program, TAC. And let's move on and start with the abbreviation for our master program. It is International Economy and Business, and we call it INEB, I-N-E-B. So INEB is our master program, and I would like to ask how many of you are here to study at our master program. Okay, I would like to introduce you Dr. Anita Pelle, who is program director for this program, and I will ask her to share information about this with you.
Thank you very much. I have not prepared a presentation because I assume that all those starting a master program already know quite a lot about training programs at universities. But I am opening our website where you can find the information I would like to introduce to you now. So if you go to the English website of our faculty and you go to the training programs for international students, there you can find information on all of our programs, including the International Economy and Business Master Program. So it is a master program, and as such, it is 4 semesters, 120 credits, and the 120 credits are organized in modules just as in the other programs. If you check the academic curriculum sub-page, there you find how the credits are distributed. The 120 credits are distributed among these 4 modules. So just like in the case of the bachelor programs, the module A is the so-called basic module, which is common, or more or less common base for all master programs in economics and business in Hungary, including the basic economics and business subjects. And then we have a program-specific core module, which is also compulsory, just like the module A. However, it is the core compulsory part of the program, which is specific to the international economy and business. And as the title of the program already implies, this includes courses on international economy and business. So these are the two main tracks that under which you find courses. So some of them are concentrating on the macroeconomic or microeconomic, theoretical or practical view of the world economy and the international economy, and then the other half concentrates on managing companies in the international arena. And under this first table, you find all the courses. And we put the modules A and B into, it has not been replaced yet. We have just made a change, namely that we changed the place of international economics, which is delivered by our vice dean who gave the introductory welcoming speech, and the industrial organization course, which is advanced microeconomics, which is delivered by myself, and we have just changed it, and we will have to replace them also here on this website. So in the autumn semester 1, you have 4 of these A and B courses. In the second semester, in the spring, you have 5 more, and then 3 left for the third semester. If you go to this website and, for example, you are interested in what international finance encompasses, then you just click on the title and you have this pop-up window which is telling you the main contents of the course. So you can go through that for yourselves. However, for the first and second modules, so modules A and B, you do not have a choice. So you have to complete all of these credits, altogether 60 credits, I think, for the compulsory modules. You have to complete them to receive your degree. And then you have the elective courses, program-specific elective courses under module C. You have to complete 37 of them. And then you have the optional module, and you have to complete 8 of them. And then you have the thesis module, just like in the case of the bachelor programs. However, because this is a master program and its time is quite short and the credits are limited compared to the bachelor programs, there is no internship included in the program. This does not mean that you cannot go and look for internship type workplace, especially towards the end of your studies. The elective courses you find in a long list, and we have organized them into modules, and there is one part of the electives that I don't know why we don't have it. We should have this information on the website already, but we will have it. We have a flyer on the modules, which should be available in the course space. And if you go on the course space and look for the study path, a single Excel file, there you will already find the organization of the modules. So, among the electives, there is a general international management module. You can choose subjects from there. And then there are 3 specific modules: European economy module, global business studies module, and finance and accounting module. All these modules contain 4 elective courses and account for 16, 17 credits. So if you complete all the courses in a module, you receive a diploma supplement about that. If you are an inept student and you are interested and you need more information, we can assist you or orientate you when you are choosing your electives already from the beginning. Although most typically there are very few of these module elective courses that are available already in the first semester, because many of them are connected to prerequisites. So you have to accomplish certain compulsory courses like finance courses in order to be able to start the finance module elective courses. Regarding completion of credits, there is one quite important issue going on in relation to the master program, admission, entrance, and also completion. Let me ask you once more, who are the INEP students? Okay, so very, very few are present. Because you start the masters after a bachelor, and we are very open and inclusive about what kind of previous studies can be accepted as an input. Most typically, many of you or most of you are not having all the necessary entrance credits from your bachelor studies. You have to have a minimum of 30 to be able to start. However, you have to have altogether 60 by the end of the first year would be ideal. So you will receive decisions that Gabriella will circulate to those present today and for the others who are arriving. And you will have to complete these bachelor courses that are 0 credit in your masters. However, they are compulsory for you to acknowledge your bachelor degree. And without completing these 0 credit bachelor studies, you cannot receive your degree that acknowledges your master's studies. I hope this is clear. If you need more information, Gabriella is there for you to help. Also, let me ask if any of you are here as an INEP student, as a fee-paying student, so not a stipendium Hungarian scholarship holder. Anyone? Because there is one more opportunity under the program, which is double degree studies. You can check these also, but these are also available for the second year of the masters. However, this is not available to Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship holders because Stipendium Hungaricum is for studying in Hungary. So if you are supported to study in Hungary, you are not eligible to study elsewhere. But for fee-paying students and also for Hungarian students, the double degree programs are available. If you are interested, there will be information sessions about this, typically in the time when the application for this double degree program participation is becoming closer in time. This was all I planned to tell you today. Thank you very much for your attention, and I also wish you all the best in your studies and in your life in Szeged. Thank you.
So much, Anita. We have one more study program left. I think you can guess. It is our PhD program. Is there anyone who will be studying on the PhD level among you? Okay, great. I can see 2 students. And maybe some of you who are master students now are interested in our PhD program. So I hope that the next presentation will be useful for you too. You know that the secretary of the doctoral program is Balázs Tóth. He is not here today, but we will have Tanvir Alam, who is a 4th year PhD student, and he will be presenting on the Doctoral School of Economics.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Welcome to the Hungarian best university, University of Szeged, in the Faculty of Economics. Do you believe that economics is a real subject? Who believes it? Economics is a real subject. Who believes this? No one. No one. Why? Why it is a real subject? Okay, thank you. So just in a word, I would like to say that the economics is a real subject because you have the opportunity to get the Nobel Prize. This is the answer. You have the opportunity to get the Nobel Prize. For this reason, I believe economics is a real subject. Anyway, this is Tanvir. I am a fourth-year PhD student and a stipendium Hungarian scholarship program. So in absence of the Balash, so I'd like to show something, some information regarding the PhD. So, let's put the state here. Okay. In the PhD course, it is 4-year course, 4-year long course, that is the 8 semesters. So, in the 8 semesters, first 4 semesters consisting of the training, that is the coursework, and along with that, there is the research work. So, after completing the 4th semester, that is the 4th semester, the students have to participate in the comprehensive exam. So the comprehensive exam generally helps in August, end of August, and just I mentioned that is you have to complete 90 credits for participate in the comprehensive exam, and you have to get at least 2 points from publication. So if you achieve this part within the 4 semesters, so you can take part in the comprehensive exam, otherwise you cannot. So from the beginning of the first semester, you have to plan to achieve these targets for completing the course in time. So this is the first objective for you for starting the PhD course. And after the last 4 semesters, it will be only the research forums and there is the research workshops. So this is the credit distribution. So the theoretical courses, total you have to achieve at least 240 credits. So the theoretical courses consist of common compulsory and general courses, it is 60 credits. Program specific compulsory courses, which is 24 credits. Optional courses, you have to achieve 6 to 18, minimum 6, maximum 18. Optional, and this is the theoretical courses, you have to complete in the first 4 semesters. Individual research work, the research forums, it is that is the 72 credits, and research workshop, it is 40 credits. Publication, you have to achieve minimum 60 credits. And you have the option for teaching. You can, it is the optional. You can earn, you can work as a teaching assistant with your supervisors. And if you participate, then you can get credits. Otherwise, it is not mandatory. So within the 8th semester or 4 years, you have to achieve 240 credits. So in the first year, students, how many students at the PhD here? 1, 2. Okay. So in the first year, students, it is the first semester, the compulsory courses is microeconomics, basics of research methodology, theories of economics, introduction of qualitative research, supervision 1, and research forum 1. And you have the eligible courses, that is the mathematical practicability, advanced writing and social research, common policies, science with societal impacts, modern monetary theory, and the publication and teaching points will be accepted in the end of the year, that is after ending the first year, that is after ending the 2 semesters, there is a designated Excel sheet you have to submit, that is you have achieved these publication points and you have achieved these points from the teaching. You have to submit it to the doctoral school and the points will be calculated to your ultimate credit. So just I would like to talk about the research forum. So each student have to write down that is the paper as per the requirement of the designated portion. And when you submit it to the research forum before the exam or within the exam period, it will be evaluated by the other students. So my work will evaluate by any of the students, and he will give or she will give his feedback or her feedback, and each student present their work in the forum. So the feedback, along with the feedback, I have to present it in the forum. In the forum, there will be feedback as well, and this will be an opportunity for you how you will present in the conference. This is the structure of the research forum. That is in the 8 semesters. There is some designated part. You have to prepare yourself for the research forum. The first semester, 7th semester, and 8th semester, it is fixed. You see that in the first semester, you have to define the key theoretical notions and main theoretical perspective of your research. In the 7th semester, and now I am studying this semester, so in this semester, the doctoral students have to write down the doctoral dissertation ready for pre-defense. And the final semester, so the doctoral students have to prepare himself or herself for dissertation ready for the public defense. And the middle fifth semester, you have the option. So you can prepare your hypothesis in the 2nd semester, or you can present your analysis in the 4th semester like this way. But 1st semester, 7th semester, and 8th semester, it is mandatory. You have to prepare this way in your dissertation work. So, how the doctoral school supports to the students for the conference participation, doctoral school pays the registration fee, travel cost, and accommodation cost. Also, the doctoral school gives support for publication, that is the proofreading work, publication fee, database, and subscription of journals. But you have to take the approval from your supervisor and from the head of the doctoral school. So this is the short description of the doctoral activities, and thank you for your kind attention. And later on there will be a presentation only for the doctoral school students, and Balash will conduct more about your queries. So thank you very much for your kind patience.
Thank you so much, Tanvir, for sharing this information about the doctoral school. Is there anyone who feels left out in terms of his or her study program? Because we have bachelor, master, and PhD students, and we also have Indonesian exchange students here. If you are here with the ISMA program, may I ask you to raise your hands? Okay, welcome. We are expecting 11 students with this Indonesian scholarship, so it is a larger group. And also we have exchange students from our bilateral partners. Anyone here is an exchange student? And we also have one exchange student within the scholarship. Okay. So this was the part about the study programs, and let's continue our program with a few more presentations. First is about counseling. As I mentioned earlier today, we have a mental health professional at our faculty, Barbara Mihok, and I would like to ask her to come and talk about counseling options.
Thank you very much. So my name is Barbara Mihok, and I'm very happy to welcome you here in Szeged, in Sun City, in this faculty. And this might be a big adventure for you all. So you may feel a lot of feelings inside. You may be excited or curious or interested in whatever happens with you. But also you can feel sometimes a little bit lost, even especially with the Hungarian texts around the streets and in the shops. Or you might be even surprised or anxious or feel a bit lost. So this is absolutely normal. for this period, because you are adapting to a new environment, you are adapting maybe a very different culture, what you are used to. Maybe for some of you, this is the first time when you are far from home and far from your family, and you miss them very much, or this is a very different culture to your own home country. So these are, especially all these kind of feelings are absolutely normal. This is the time for adaptation for you in this country, in this faculty, and in this academic life. And what I would like to highlight is that you are not alone in this. The faculty staff and your mentors are here to help you with all these challenges, and I am here to help you. I'm doing a mental health counseling session at the faculty. This means that the faculty I provide free sessions for mental health discussions, support. These are confidential talks for you, individual talks. And you can talk about anything you want to. So we can work through issues like time management, or feeling isolated, or how can I better cope with stress, or I feel alone, how can I get more friends, and so on. So these are many topics. Maybe you have some problems at home with your family and you want to talk that through. So these are the topics which are very welcome in these sessions. These are confidential sessions, so this is a safe space to talk with, and I'm happy to invite you if you have any need for these sessions. At the faculty website, there is an email address which you can write under mental health counseling title. And please write to that email address, and I will respond to you, and we can discuss a date. I will also plan some group sessions, and we will inform you about that. So do you have any questions or any more comments on this? Thank you very much. I think
Thank you so much, Barbara. I think it is a great asset of our faculty that we can offer this mental health counseling not only in Hungarian but also in English language. And also Barbara's personality is attracting many students, so I encourage you, if you feel, contact her and talk to her about anything, as she mentioned. We have something else which we are proud of that we can offer you. We started it last year. Our faculty has a company partner, professionals in the field of volunteering and intercultural training. And we would like to offer this training again this year for international students. I would like to welcome representative of the Talentum Foundation, Priscilla Gyenes and Lili Magos Dóra. Please come and share the opportunities that you can offer for freshman students.
Hi everyone, I'd like to greet you here, and I hope you have amazing experiences in Szeged, starting your journey here. My name is Lily, and I represent Talentum Foundation today for you at the starting day of your university. Yes, I would like to tell a few words about our foundation. The name of it is Talentum Foundation. It's an Hungarian NGO, and we are a volunteer center. We give opportunities to Szegedians to have the opportunity to volunteer, but at the same time, we are part of an Erasmus program, which is ESC, European Solidarity Corps. Throughout this, we host foreigners to volunteer here in Hungary, in Szeged. So that's why we have a lot of experiences and knowledge how to integrate foreigners into Hungarian everyday life. So yes, the university has asked us, last year, to make a course for you, to introduce you to, yeah, as I said, like Hungarian everyday life, how to cope with the difficulties you have, cultural shocks you have, everything that you're facing during your studies here. And during these courses, there will be 5 courses for you throughout the first semester. We will talk about like the cultural shocks you have, your journey, how to start, what to do. We will introduce you to customs, traditions, food, everything that is in connection with culture. And at the same time, documentation, how to go to a pharmacy, what to buy, what you will find in Hungary, which is the same as you have in your country, or maybe what you won't find here and what you can buy instead of it. So we will try to make your first days and weeks, months easier to cope with everything that is new for you. Thank you for the applause, but I wanted to add another information too, that you can apply for it, you will get to know more about it, of these courses, and yeah, you get the information, yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so let me confirm that the international office will officially confirm the training days on CourseSpace and Facebook, and probably I will be the contact person between the foundation and the university. So if you have questions about intercultural training, you can turn to me and I will forward your request to Christina and Lily. Thank you so much. Okay, we invited other guests as well from the rector's office. There is a separate office for Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship students, and we decided to invite the colleagues this year because you will have some administrative issues throughout your studies with them. So I would like to ask them to come on the stage, introduce themselves to you, and tell what are those times and what are those issues when you can turn to them. So Leona, Diana, Sylvie, and Anna Marie, please come.
Hello everyone. I'm Leona. I think I met all of the Stipendium students yesterday. Can you raise your hands up? Yeah, we met yesterday. So we won't be too long, okay? I just want to introduce you my colleagues, but you met them already yesterday. I would like you to just emphasize to come to your appointment to the contract signing, okay? And as I promised, today I will send out the presentation from yesterday to all of you, and we will put the missing parts also. And if you have any questions, we will be at the rector's office and come to our opening hours. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming in person. Thank you. Okay, and now we will change perspective a little bit because you might need it. It shouldn't be only me talking to you here. So I asked one of our mentor students, second year BAM student, Lecho, to be a co-host for this event. And it also represents, I think, that how we involve students in the university life. I would encourage you to participate in all our programs and be involved because professors and administration are open to involve students in the daily life of the faculty. So now I will give the word to Lecho.
Thank you. So hi everyone, my name is Lecho, or you can call me Leo or Leo for simplicity. Today I'm going to introduce the GTK Inter-Art Festival. This is a festival that students organize in the faculty where you can present every skill that you have in singing or drawing or painting or last year, for example, someone did ceramics and we showed them. This is a fun festival that everyone can show their talents, and it's just a fun day to attend. And I believe that they brought Oh, okay. So, Noor Amy, please come here and present this fun day for everyone.
Hello everyone, I'm Amy. I'm currently a second year student at GTK, majoring in business administration and management. And
Yeah, so welcome everybody. My name is Janos. I'm not Noor, but I am in her place because she's away. And we came to announce this art festival. I mean, it's a bit different from the program that you had before, but I think you need this change. So in this festival, you can also become members of the crew, even if you don't do art. But if you do art, then of course you're very welcome to perform or showcase it. But if you want to organize and show your economic or business skills, then you can also do it. So now you're going to show you a video of the past years. There's 2 years, and this is going to be the third, and it's also going to be the Jubilee year for the GPK, so it's going to be big and special. So now we're going to show you the video and then give you handouts so you can sign up if you're interested. So yeah, thank you.
well, I do believe that the Light Festival, the Inter-Art Festival, it is a great way to connect, make friends, and also improve your skills a lot. So currently, we recruit an organizing crew with many positions. So we can leave you the handouts and you can read the information. Yeah, thank you.
Alright, so while Amy gives out the handouts, I would like to introduce you to Gabriela Matko, who will help you and show you Neptune and CodeSpace and give you like a brief overview on how to use them, what you want to look for when you can't find something. And that's it. So please welcome Gabriela.
Hello everybody, so my name is Gabriela, and I'm sure that you might have received many emails from me, and as Marinda indicated at the beginning of this information session. Now, actually, I will be, so you will be mainly in contact with me regarding your studies. So I'm the person who you can turn to if you have problems with the courses, if you have problems with the exams, or towards the end of your studies, you would like to check how many more credits are missing, and you will find me in the first floor in room 107. Okay? If you have any questions, so please make an appointment with me, and then we can visit me in the study office. So now what I'm going to talk about is the 3 different electronic systems that you have to use during your studies. In the admission letter, you get a brief introduction about these electronic forms. The easiest way, I mean, this is how I always enter the systems, is that when you go to the faculty homepage, in the top you will find, you can enter Neptune, you can see here, you can enter CoSpace or even Modulo. Let's start with CoSpace. So CoSpace, just a second. This is the page that I can see. This is the official platform where all information related to your studies is available here. So most information that you have to check is the so-called GPK, General Information Study of Nursing. As you see here, in the edit profile section, you can add your photo here, and you can modify your email address, whatever you want. And I recommend that with this event notification part, you can set when you want to get any news that's happening on CoSpace. Either during the day, right after it is published on CoSpace, or at the end of the day. Actually, in case of me, I prefer that I get notifications immediately, because, you know, when a colleague introduces something on coursing, then I know it, not at the end of the day. If we move on, you can also change your password here. As you see, this is where you can add your photo. Let's move on to the scene. So as I told you, you will have to use this platform for 2 things. Number one is because of the General Information Study of Nursing, where I announce many news for the students on the news board. So there are news related, which refers to all students. You will find them in the Study Affairs for All programs news board. There are specific information for BOM, for INED, for top students, and actually the PhD students information platform was moved to a new place on CoSpace. Plus the career office also announces information here. I would like to ask all of you to regularly check the emails and the notifications and the news on CoSpace, because now many of you are worried about course registration, and then all the latest information changes are announced here. So it's easier for me if you get the information from this platform instead of asking me as many times, because the answer is on CoSpace. If we move on, you will find the general folder, general information folder. If you need to authorize someone to act on your behalf, then here is the form. This is where the academic schedule for the faculty will be announced soon. Not all data related to this academic year has been fixed, finalized, so that's why it's not here, not available yet. But actually you can see the timetable for the current semester. It was updated 2 days ago. I'm going to show you how you can find what programs belong to your study program. Let's say if you, until the 24th of September, you can still take, if you find places, and you can delete your courses. So in the first column, you filter for your program. Let's select, for example, one bachelor program. And column B is for which semester students the course is recommended. Column F is whether it's compulsory, optional, or semi-optional. These are the course codes. And if we move on, you will see the other information like the name of the lecturer, when the course is held, and when. Okay? So if anything will change, and definitely there could be some slight changes, my colleague will post and will upload a new document. So again, please check it, and don't be shocked when you see that something changed in Neptune, because the change happens on the basis of this document. Just a second. So if we move on, two other useful documents is, as you see, there is a course-based user guide here and an active user guide for the students. But I'm going to show you very simple way how to use Neptune. And if we move on, Melinda sent you among the very first documents, first emails, the onboarding student kit. Which contains many useful information, especially for the newly admitted students, how to do administrative tasks in different areas, what to do, what documents are needed to request residence permit, how to change residence permit, what about type card, and so on. If you move on with the scene, you will find specific documents related to each program, each study program. Okay. As I told you, COSPACE is important for two reasons. One reason is this general information study affairs, and the other one is that all courses have their separate course themes. So let's see the basics of tour operation. This is where actually the lecturers will fill up with information later on. They have a news board, they have a forum, which means you can write directly to the lecturers, and you can be in direct contact with the students in the course as well. This is the platform where all course material, course requirements will be published, and you can read the topic of that specific course. And actually, in most cases, for example, the midterm, you will register for the midterm exam. Here, the lecturer will inform you about the midterm exam results here. And the course materials are uploaded in the, for example, documents folder. Okay? So let's move on to the other system. And this system is called Neptune. One of our mentors allowed to enter her Neptune page. So you can enter Neptune, as I told you here, from the easiest way, I think, from the faculty homepage. So when you enter, you will see, or you can find all information, the personal information about your studies, like the timetable, the class schedule. After a successful first semester, you will see the grades, here the grade book and the curriculum. But right now, what you have to use, and please do it until the 24th of September, is to register for subjects. So you go to subjects, register for subjects, select this semester, and that is 23-24 first semester. List the subjects,
and all subjects will appear here. As you see, our mentor has already completed this business ethics semi-optional course, so that's why you can see the green tick here. But in order to register, you click on the register, and then it will navigate you. What is important, just to talk about the courses, is there are two types of courses, lectures and seminars. If, let's say you select this course, and if the course has seminar and lecture parts, you have to take both. Okay, because what happens is that first you have to accomplish the seminar part, and if you pass, you write a very good midterm exams. So if you pass the seminar, then you are eligible to register for the lecture part and then take the lecture exam. So, you know, the reason why I try to emphasize is that I sent to all of you the compulsory course list, and I also indicated if it has seminar and lecture part, and please register for both parts if the course has, if you have to study both seminar, because if you miss the seminar part, even if you have attended the lecture, you will not be able to take the exam, and you will not get the grade in the course. Okay? And the reason why I sent you the list of compulsory courses for first semester students is that there is another rule which relates to the courses. Some courses are built on each other. So first you have to do the prerequisite course, let's say in case of law students, Principles of Economics is compulsory in the first semester, and in the second semester, if you do not have this course, if you haven't passed this course, you cannot take microeconomics and some other courses, which means that you will not be able to follow the study path which we recommended to you. Okay? So actually, that's very, very briefly about these two parts. And one more thing about Neptune is that Neptune, where you will register for the exams and where you will see the exam grades. Okay? So when you go to information, can I show it to the others? Information inquiries, you go to, just a second, my results, list. You will see the grades, the instruction, the mark, when the mark was registered in Neptune, and whether it was after a term, so it's a term mark or an exam, or it was accepted by credit transfer. Okay, but students usually do not find this kind of information, so again on Postbase I think once or twice I published like how you can check your grade. And just one more point, it's important for the fee-paying students from the second year on, that's how you can, where you can pay the tuition fee. Now, the tuition fee for first semester students will be settled in Neptune most probably next week. I know that you pay the tuition fee, but the financial department, the student service office will fulfill it in Neptune, and they can do it most probably next week. And so when you have your course registration and when it is done in Neptune, then I can make your semester active. That's number one rule. But let's get back to finances. So you go to finances, payment, okay? And actually, I think our student is not a fee-paying, but a Hungarian scholarship for the student. But in case of fee-paying students, you will find active financial items here, listed here, and then you can see you go to pay in,
and you pay it via simple pay. This way it will be settled immediately. While if you pay by bank transfer, so again from your second year, then it takes a long time, so it's a more complicated and longer process. But if you ask me again, I will write down the details, and it's also actually available on Postbase. Okay. Now I have one document. Right. Which I'm going to discuss with you. Of course, besides the compulsory courses, you can take elective courses, but in the first semester, that's not so crucial if you do not have so many elective courses, because, on the other hand, students in higher semesters are fighting for places because they would like to graduate in semester and maybe they couldn't get into the course. Okay, so that's why we didn't say that they must put much emphasis on elective courses or worry about elective courses. You do not have to worry about them, not yet. You have 6 or 7 more semesters to collect all the required credits in the study program, 210 or 120 for master students or 240 for PhD students. Okay, so you still have time. Right, a few more things really regarding the exams and the course registration. So these are the rules. Number one rule is that you can retake your exams. Okay? So in one semester, when you have an exam, you can retake it twice, which means that you can have altogether 3 exams in a semester. And altogether, after taking the first exam, you have 5 more exam chances. If you have used all 6 exam chances, your student status will be terminated. Previously, we had one more rule that you can take a course 3 times. Now it's been deleted. So what you have to remember, 6 exam chances, and then you cannot continue your studies. Okay? And the other, let's say, other course related issue that you should know is that you can, if you get a grade in a course, but you are not happy with it, then you can take the retake exam, a correcting exam. But if the second retake exam grade is worse, then it will be your final grade. So I think when you would like to get a better mark, you should be really well prepared for the second chance. We discussed this one. It's important not only for your side, for your point of view, but also for the other students, that when you register for an exam, it is, so you will register for the exam in Neptune. Then if you become ill or you are not prepared for the exam, you have to drop the course minimum 24 hours before the exam date. So within 24 hours, the system will not allow you to re-register from the exam, but it will be used exam chance. The used exam chance out of the 6 exams that you can have, okay? So I think you have to take it very seriously in your first exam period, which will start in December, mid-December, okay? So that's, I think that's all. And there are some other offices which are related besides what you could hear already. The student service office. So when I make your student status active, so if the payment is settled in Neptune by the other university unit, if you have registered for courses, your student status can be active, and then you can go to the student service office and you can start that whole student card issue with them. We also
have the career office, the faculty level career office, and my colleague will assist you in your if you are a third student, or in your in your sixth semester, if you are a bachelor student, to start your internship. Okay, it's in a separate building, but she belongs to our faculty unit. What else? The last program, or the last electronic system that we use is called Postbase. Modulo. And Modulo is that we use for the electronic requests. So let's say you would like to ask for exceptional study schedule because you are doing your internship maybe, or let's say you need to get an extra exam chance in a semester for several reasons, or you would like to ask for passive semester, you have to do it in Modulo. Now I mentioned that you can have two student statuses. We discussed how you can be active, and as a first-year student, and even in your higher semester, you can ask for passive semester. When you are passive, it means that you do not have to study, you do not register for any courses, you will not have any exams, but you will not have access to course materials because you don't have any classes. You should have good reasons why you ask for passive semesters, and there is a rule that 2 consecutive semesters can be passive. So 2 passive semesters, one after the other, and then the third one must be active, otherwise you will terminate your student status. As a first semester student, if you have very good reason why you cannot come and start your studies after being enrolled, is that you submit a request form directed at the academic board in Modulo. Okay? So, but if you have any questions, write to me, and I will navigate you what to do, how to do. But I think now what is really important is to get here to Szeged and start your studies and join the classes, which will start on the 18th of September at 8 o'clock. One more thing that I'd like to clarify. If you register for PhD classes, these are organized by other university units, which means that what you can see, what information you find on Postbase is valid. So if they say that the first swimming class will be next Monday, then you have to go swimming next Monday. But all classes here at the faculty, which are in your study class, which we announce for you, will start on the 18th. Okay? So I think that was all I wanted to share with you about Modulo, Postbase, and Lectum. I think now we have come to the final part, which is the personal enrollment. So what I would like to ask you is that each corner of this aula, please take a seat, because so some students should come here, and you will get the documents which you have to check, complete, and prepare for the personal enrollment. Let's say the exchange students should gather in this corner. In the back should be the INAP students, and the PhD students, all the exchange students should go to that corner over there. Pardon? So TOTS PhD, so then TOTS in the corner, INAP students and exchange PhD in the far corner, and then I will be at the table. The mentors will help you what to do, what to prepare, what to correct if needed on the registration sheet, and
draw your attention again to the campus tour that's going to take place. We're going to start in this building from 2 o'clock, and we're going to show you around to all the important university buildings, so you know where your classes are going to be held at, and we're also going to share you some tips and advice on I don't know, where to put your bag into the building. So yeah, thank you all for your attention, and good luck with the registration, and good luck with enrollment. Thank you.
Itu. Kenapa? Gue ikut ya kayaknya. Di mana sih register? Di situ ngantri.